Elaine Thompson-Herah, the fastest woman living in the women's 100 meters, spotted training in the USA. Is this good news? Finally. And world lead ignored. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Go ahead, please hit the subscribe button so we continue to grow. When you do that, hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. You drop a video at least once a day here in Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit that like button and finally leave your thoughts. So, you ready? Yep, good to go. Well, first up, let me just tell you, today is my Earth Strong. The 29th of January is the day that I appeared on this beautiful planet and in this beautiful island that I call home sometimes. So we're going to do something a little different today, but first up, let's get into what I consider some very, very important and interesting news that you may or may not have heard about. Now, you may or may not have seen our video on the Queen's Grace Jackson Meet 2025 that was held at the National Stadium on the weekend, where the great Shericka Jackson opened her 2025 season in the women's 60 meters, running a time of 7.18 and taking second. Made many of us happy because it meant she looked healthy and she was getting back into form. At that meet, Raymond Richards jumped 2.31 meters in the men's high jump to take a world lead and a new personal best. However, that world lead is going to be ignored. In fact, to be clear, all the meet's results will not be recognized by, well, the World Athletics. None of the, in other words, technically, Shericka never run. None of those things are going to be recognized. So his world lead of 2.31 meters, well, it just goes out the window. And the people are blaming the meet organizers, which is kind of strange, people, because they've been doing this forever. Now, several other meets are also not going to be recognized by the World Athletics body. And, they're the governing body of World Athletics. The explanation of this grave error by the meet organizers was told to us by David Riley, the J3's liaison for the World Athletics Global Calendar, confirmed that the Queen's Grace Jackson Invitational was not submitted, but laid the blame at the feet of the meet organizers. Quote, "That is correct. His mark will not register. Each meet organizer has to request in writing every year to the J3As for their meet to be listed in the World Athletics Global Calendar. An application has to be submitted 60 days from the date of the meet. The listing cannot be done retroactively. They, meet organizers, were notified in November via email and did not respond. Riley also outlined that the J3As also host a calendar conference to which all meet organizers are invited. The information was also shared at the calendar conference, which was held on November the 2nd, 2024. The communication via email sent in late November, he said, was a last reminder, and the organizers were advised to treat the matter as urgent." Wow. People, I have no idea how this young man feels. 2.31 would have been his new personal best. It would have been a world lead. He would have been at top of the food chain. One jump. This young man, I think he attends UTEC. I don't know. I literally don't know what to say. This is incomprehensible because, as I said, these organizers have been doing this for a very, very, very long time. So it's not like this is the first thing when they made a mistake, a rookie mistake. And based on what I've read and spoken to other people, it's not just Grace Jackson. Several of the meet organizers did not do what they were supposed to do. So if anything mind-blowing happens, it will be ignored by World Athletics. And that's that. What do you say to this young man? The thing is, I'm not sure if this will still count as it can't count as a new personal best because, again, World Athletics has to say it's a new personal best. So that's why it's almost criminal and just irresponsible. Anyway, let's continue the video. All right, so as I said, today is my Earth Strong. Today is my birthday, and often many of you reach out to me. A lot of you already know who I am, and many of you don't know who I am. And it's my birthday, and I've never really done this before. And I've done a lot of stuff in my life. I've done about 15, 16 films and television series. I've hosted TV shows on TVJ in Jamaica, and then JBC TV. Show promoter, one of the most successful reggae series in the history of the island. I've done a lot of stuff. So I decided to sort of put together something that would give you a brief introduction to me and who I am and some of the stuff that I've done. This is about maybe 2% of what I've achieved as a human being, and it's not just because I'm incredible, because I am not, but primarily because of the assistance of a lot of other people and a lot of hard work. So hopefully you find this interesting. Now, on my birthday, I normally ask people to do this particular thing. It's called Acts of Kindness. And some of you are regulars here, and I'm really appreciative of the 44,400 odd of you who are here. I said here, the Jamaican in me. It means a lot. What I want you to do is kind of late in the day, but you can do this tomorrow for me as a gift to me for my birthday. Just do an act of kindness to someone. A friend, a relative, a stranger. Help a young lady, an old lady across the road, an elderly person, apologies, across the road. If someone needs food and you can help them out, just do something, and I would take that. That's all I need for my birthday. All right? So hopefully you enjoy this.
Because, as we say, it's got to be right before it's delight. Right? Right.
The first thing you learn as a slave boy. So don't choke you, eat it.
Wake them up, can't you see that they're sleeping?
Oh, my woman leaves just to the age of consent. She's thinking immediately about a commitment.
Stay tuned. Royal Palm Estate will be right back.
Their bully got shot. Stop chat foolishness on me ears, Farouk.
Baby, we just savor the moments now.
Matthew, please.
That was a huge hit for you, right?
Yeah, it did all right. It did very well.
Peter, welcome to Creative Cooking. You're finally...
Woman, I can hardly express.
Alright, so tell me about the event.
Well, We Are Reggae is presently the premier event in Montego Bay. The last Saturday of every month for the last 9 months, we put this show on. What we do is we present the very best of reggae and dancehall tasting.
So why is she upset? And I think rightfully so. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Thank you for watching, Royals, and thank you for all the birthday wishes. So Elaine Thompson-Herah was spotted days ago in Orlando training with Marvin Bracey. And I want to ask if you think this is good news. Now, we've been talking back and forth about Elaine Thompson-Herah, her fitness, can she recover? Will this be the year? Is it over? Is it game over? There have been so many different discussions. I mean, I saw Atta Bolden basically saying he thought she was finished. And I've done a video where I talked about the accumulative effect of scar tissue on injury, and that it could be challenging for her to get back to her best. But as a huge fan of Elaine Thompson-Herah, I'm hoping that she can, because she is the fastest woman alive over the 100 meters. And some people believe that she actually has the real world record in that time of 10.54. So let's talk about this. Can she come back? Is this good news? Because she's actually training. Don't know the camp yet, but she's actually training.
2 10-6s versus all these 10-7s never happened before in history. Women's 100. And we start with Janine Fraser-Price. Thompson-Herah. Richardson being left behind. And out in front, the Olympic champion does it again.
Now this, of course, is my 2 cents. The truth is, people, I want her to come back. Not just because I'm Jamaican, not just because I'm a huge Elaine Thompson-Herah fan. I think this young lady is remarkable. I mean, really, someone said to me, how can Jamaica have 2 greatest of all time? But I think we have 2. We have Shelley and Fraser-Price, and we have Elaine Thompson-Herah. I don't think it's an either or either. What they've both achieved is just unfathomable. Unfathomable. 3rd fastest woman of all time in the 200 meters, Elaine Thompson-Herah. 2nd fastest woman of all time in the 100 meters. The only human being that I know of in the sprints to be a double gold medalist. Olympic gold medal record in 100 meters. This woman is she's just incredible. Just absolutely, I think in the 200 meters, apologies. She's just absolutely incredible. And the fact of the matter is, I believe that her injury issues have been, from 2017. I did a whole video. I'll leave a link in the description below where we talk about what scar tissue does when you keep re-injuring something and what it does to you. And I really believe, and I believe I might have been the first person to have said this, that I think why she was able to run that well in 2021 was because of the pandemic. I really believe that it created a situation where for an entire year she had to rest, and this gave her enough recovery so that she was able to do these amazing things at the Tokyo 2020, which happened in 2021 Olympic Games. Since then it's just been downhill. Many people say it's because she left MVP. I'm sure some of you are going to say that in the comments. Some people said it was her husband. I don't want to say either because we can only speculate. What I believe is a primary challenge that she's having is all those years of injury, people. And she's 31 or 32 years of age, and everybody's not Shelley and Fraser-Price or Merlin Ottey or Alison Felix. Those people are almost called them freaks of nature. They are abnormal because most athletes, especially sprinters, peak by about 28, 29. Honestly. So, can she come back? I don't know. But is it good news that she's training alongside Marvin Bracey in Orlando? Yes! Yes! 1,000 times yes! Yes! I remember the great man himself, Stephen Francis, saying that he doesn't believe that it's over for her. And if he says that, then he's probably correct. Because he tends to be right most of the times. And he did say that he didn't think a coach in Jamaica could actually help her. She needed some of the more technological type of training that they do in America. And that's where she is. I really don't know if the answer is if this is good news. Well, that's not true. I know that it's good news because she's actually training. So that within itself is a great thing. Will she come back? I desperately want her to. I want her to because I think she can break that 100-meter world record. I genuinely believe if she's healthy enough and fit enough. And I think all of you know in deep in your souls that she can. So for me, the answer to the question that I asked is, it's good news that she's training. And we will know the results when she opens her season formally. Hopefully she'll be able to do that. Once I get more information, I will definitely get it to you. Also, I want to say again, formally, thank you so much for all the birthday wishes. It's been literally hundreds of you, and I mean it, and it means a lot to me. I hope you understood why I decided to embed this in the video, because I host this myself along with the team, and a lot of you don't know much about me, and I wanted you to have an understanding of who I am and some of the things, and that's like a very small amount of what I've achieved in my life. And as I said, it's not because of me, people. I've had a lot of support. It's almost impossible for anybody to achieve anything without your support. Finally, come on, people, Queen's Grace Jackson, come on, man, and other organizers of beats, come on, people. We've been doing this for too long. We are one of the top 2 greatest track and field nations in the world. So come on, We can't make those mistakes. But this, of course, is my 2 cents. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, and hit the like button. Remember, you're royals, kings, and queens. Bless us.